This paper, Boosting Solar Energy Conversion with Nanofluids, seeks to demonstrate how the application of silver nanodiscs suspended and encased in a silicon coating can improve the efficiency and hold the possibility for future improvements in the photovoltaic cell, and specifically the photovoltaic thermal hybrid cell. This paper was written by Natasha Herield and Robert Taylor, and goes over, in particular, the PV window, as they demonstrate, which is the band of wavelengths that is particularly useful for photovoltaic capture. It is between roughly 750 nanometers and 1150 nanometers, and it is the specific band of wavelengths that these two seek to exploit via the use of plasmons, which they explain to help improve the efficiency. And they also explain the use of nanofluids in taking advantage of these plasmons, and in particular, the thermal energy that is typically absorbed in regular photovoltaic thermal hybrid cells. They discuss how taking advantage of this thermal energy and not wasting it, as would be seen in more traditional cells, allows them to take in more energy than previously possible. And the way that they go about this, as shown, is the thermally coupled absorber versus the volumetric absorber. They demonstrate how the silver metal nanoparticles in a thermal fluid will absorb the various wavelengths of light and then re-radiate that energy to the photovoltaic cell in a more efficient manner. And this is an improvement over the more typical thermally coupled absorber, which requires a thermal gradient as well as an absorber plate in order to retrieve this thermal energy. And so this enhanced efficiency allows them to improve upon more traditional designs. They demonstrate that the nanoparticles that they use vary in size, and depending on the size used, it varies their behavior. Some particles are as big as 40 or 50 nanometers in diameter. Other particles can be around 10 or 5 nanometers in diameter. And as shown, the size difference can change how they absorb and reflect the different wavelengths of light. And this in particular is what they use to absorb these particular wavelengths and re-emit them in a more efficient manner. They demonstrate a prototype collector at the end of the paper, which uses a Fresnel lens as well as the nanofluid channel, which incorporates the silver nanodiscs of approximate diameters between 15 and 30 nanometers in size, as well as the coating of silicon, which improves performance further, which the silicon coating brings the full diameter up to approximately 50 nanometers diameter. And they demonstrate how the benefits of particularly the selectivity and scalability of this process and this specific design allows great potential for the future of photovoltaic thermal hybrid cells. And this paper hopefully grants hope for the future in terms of more efficient PVT systems. However, of course, there are some limitations, specifically that this market is, as they say, notoriously slow moving, and how it may take a lot of time for people to adopt this manner of energy production.